In a stunning revelation that has rocked both the K-pop world and the tattoo community, the artist behind BTS Jungkook's famous tattoos has broken their silence, and what they had to say has left fans speechless. For years, armies around the world admired the intricate artwork that adorned the youngest BTS member's body, seeing them as a bold representation of individuality and freedom in a rigid entertainment industry. But behind those striking visuals lies a story of emotional turmoil, regret, and deep-seated anxiety. According to the tattoo artist who helped Jungkook bring his vision to life, the experience was far from a straightforward artistic collaboration. In fact, they now claim that the idol's indecisiveness, impulsivity, and eventual embarrassment over his body art caused them significant stress, leading to a tremendous sense of pressure, emotional exhaustion, and even physical symptoms like hair loss. Let's delve deep into the timeline of events, what really happened behind closed doors, and why this revelation is creating waves across both fandoms and industries. Jungkook's tattoo journey, a bold step that shook K-pop. Jungkook first revealed his tattoos publicly in 2019, sparking an immediate uproar, both positive and negative. At a time when visible tattoos remained largely taboo in South Korea's conservative entertainment sphere, Jungkook's bold move was unprecedented. Photos of his inked hands and arms went viral, with fans speculating about their meanings, inspirations, and the statement they represented. Initially, the public and media assumed that the tattoos symbolized Jungkook's desire for autonomy. As the youngest member of a group that had broken cultural and musical barriers, it felt natural that he would also want to assert his individuality in a very personal way. What fans didn't know, however, was how much of a roller coaster the process had been. Not just for Jungkook, but for the artist who helped him realize his vision. The tattoo artist speaks out, impulsive decisions and emotional fallout. In a candid, emotional account, the tattoo artist revealed that working with Jungkook was a dream come true at first, until things took a dark turn. At the beginning, I was honored. This was Jungkook, an international icon. I thought this would be a highlight of my career, the artist explained. But very quickly, it became overwhelming. He was impulsive. He'd change his mind constantly. One day he wanted full sleeves. The next day he was unsure. According to the artist, the back-and-forth behavior wasn't limited to design choices. Jungkook reportedly oscillated between being enthusiastic and distant, making it difficult to maintain a professional and productive working relationship. There were days when he wouldn't communicate clearly at all. And then suddenly, he'd come in with new ideas that he expected to be implemented immediately, the artist said. That kind of pressure, especially with someone of his status, is hard to handle. From creative joy to anxiety and hair loss. The emotional toll of this erratic collaboration soon became visible. The artist shared how the project, which was meant to be a milestone, turned into a source of constant anxiety. I started losing sleep. I was afraid of making a mistake. You don't just tattoo Jungkook, you tattoo a piece of BTS legacy, they revealed. Every tiny detail mattered, and I was always on edge. As the sessions progressed, the mental pressure began to manifest physically. The artist began experiencing symptoms of chronic stress, including insomnia and even hair loss. My hair literally started falling out in clumps. I developed anxiety. I felt like no matter what I did, it wasn't enough. And I never knew if Jungkook would still be happy with it the next day. The turning point. Jungkook covers his tattoos. The final straw for the tattoo artist came when Jungkook reportedly began covering his tattoos, not just for television appearances, which is standard in K-pop, but out of what the artist claims was embarrassment. He started hiding them all the time. Not just during performances or variety shows, but even in public, the artist said. At one point, he asked about laser removal. That really hurt. It felt like he was ashamed of something we worked so hard on together. The sense of betrayal cut deep. For an artist who poured hours, creativity, and emotional labor into every line and shade, seeing their work concealed, not by necessity, but by choice, was disheartening. I felt like I had failed him, they added, or that I had contributed to a decision he now regretted. It messed with my confidence as an artist. Was it the industry pressure or a personal crisis? The revelation has sparked debates across fan forums and social media. Some fans argue that Jungkook's apparent regret may stem from the unrelenting scrutiny of the K-pop industry, where idols are held to impossible standards of perfection, and any form of self-expression outside the norm is criticized. Maybe it wasn't about embarrassment. Maybe he was just trying to survive in a world that demands idols be flawless and innocent, one fan commented online. He's probably torn between who he is and who people expect him to be. Others, however, point to Jungkook's evolving public image. Over the years, the singer has shifted from the golden magne image to a more mature, rugged persona. It's possible that the tattoos were a part of this transformation, and now he may simply be navigating another chapter. But for the artist, the damage was done. When celebrity decisions have real consequences, the artist's account sheds light on the often ignored emotional labor of creatives behind the scenes. Working with a global celebrity comes with tremendous responsibility and very little room for error. In this industry, celebrities make impulsive decisions all the time. But for artists like us, those decisions have lasting effects, the artist shared. When they change their mind or decide they're embarrassed, we're the ones left picking up the pieces. They emphasized that their intention in speaking out wasn't to attack Jungkook, but to start a conversation about the power dynamics at play. I still admire him as an artist, but there needs to be more awareness about how these decisions affect the people who work behind the scenes. The K-pop industry's complicated relationship with ink. Tattoos have long been controversial in South Korea, where they are often associated with delinquency or rebellion. Despite growing acceptance among younger generations, the entertainment industry remains conservative, especially in its treatment of idols with visible ink. K-pop idols are frequently seen wearing sleeves or bandages to cover tattoos on television, in music videos, or during live performances. This constant need to hide can have psychological consequences, not just for the artist, but for the idols themselves. Jungkook, as a trendsetter and cultural icon, challenged these norms, but the latest revelation indicates that even he may not have been ready for the blowback. Fan reactions, shock, support, and speculation. Fans have responded with a mix of emotions, from shock at Jungkook's alleged embarrassment to sympathy for the tattoo artist's mental health struggles. Some have criticized the idol for what they perceive as a lack of accountability, while others argue that the blame lies with the societal pressures he faces. Let's not forget that Jungkook is human too, one supporter wrote. He probably didn't mean to cause harm. He was just navigating his own identity crisis. Meanwhile, others are asking Big Hit or HYB to issue a statement, clarifying Jungkook's stance and offering support to the artist who has now gone public. The aftermath, a call for compassion and transparency. This incident serves as a powerful reminder that behind every celebrity decision lies a ripple effect of consequences. The people who work to bring stars' visions to life, stylists, makeup artists, tattooists, choreographers, are real individuals who deserve respect, communication, and clarity. The tattoo artist, for now, has chosen to step away from high-profile clients. They say the experience, while painful, taught them valuable lessons about boundaries, expectations, and self-care. I'll never stop creating, they concluded. But I've learned that no amount of fame is worth your mental health. Closing thoughts. Jungkook's journey with tattoos was once seen as a symbol of courage and nonconformity. But this behind-the-scenes revelation casts a more complex light on the narrative. It highlights the immense pressure idols face, the emotional burden placed on supporting artists, and the fragility of creative collaborations in the celebrity world. As fans and industry insiders process this new information, one thing is clear: the conversation around artistic responsibility, mental health, and public image in K-pop has only just begun.